This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing on. This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing on.
Práctica famosa, de remotas naciones respetada, por fuerte, principal
y poderosa.
Hola, ¿cómo es? Oh, look at that microphone.
Hello.
I am jealous.
You see, well, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Carlos from Chile, 6th region of Chile, the city named San Fernando. One week in this app, Tandem. So thank you for my message, for my call, for friendship, for interchange. Tell me about you.
Hace 4 años usé la aplicación Tandem. Hace 3 años que estoy estudiando español en Sirius. Yo he visto que nosotros tenemos muchas cosas que son muy similares. Yo escucho podcast número 1 de tuyo. So,
those podcasts are for learning Spanish?
2005.
Those are podcasts for learning in Spanish? You are in my podcast. Yeah, that's good.
Tú eres muy famoso.
No.
Eres muy famoso, sí.
I don't think so. You see, this is the same when I was doing this podcast on Anchor, I think is the name of the platform. But it's the same that I have in my first podcast that I have in the site. Well, for me, it's chilepodcast.cl. And also that there you can find all the files that I've been publishing, I think from 2005. How long have you been listening my podcast?
Hace 12 horas.
Yeah. You discovered my podcast, yeah. That's good.
You sent me a video that said you were a podcaster.
Yes.
So I went to your website and then I found the RSS feed.
Yeah. Well, you see, I'm doing that video because tomorrow I had a workshop with a teacher from United States who is inviting people who are, well, she also belonged to a Facebook group for, it's called Chatboxer, for people different part of the world who are trying to learn the English language. So that teacher was participating a couple of months ago, and now she's inviting the people who are trying to learn English how to do a short presentation in on video about ourselves. So that is a workshop. That was a workshop that is going to be tomorrow. So that is a tarea homework that I did because I sent that video to the platform, and tomorrow she's going to teach us, check the error and all that stuff. So I'm very excited about what is going to happen tomorrow with this workshop. But I saw in your profile that you've been here in Chile, in different countries. You've been...
No, I've never been to Chile.
But other countries, yes.
Maybe you saw somebody else's profile. I talked to people in Chile.
Yeah.
I've never been to Chile. Well, right now I'm watching a Chilean movie.
Which one?
seen this.
Ah, that was a famous one. I didn't watch that video, but I saw all the info. Yeah, it was a very famous one, and it almost to reach the Oscar. Yes, was
Uh,
nominated to the Oscar. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
famous one. That's a very good film for according to the reviews that I watch on the internet. So, where do you live in the United States?
I live in California, north of San Francisco.
Northern San Francisco. That's made me recall in my mind a long time ago when I was a child. I was listening to radio. This is the Voice of Friendship from San Francisco, California, United States of America. But the announcer was in Spanish. And I remember
Uh,
that in that shortwave radio station, they had a program called Inglés con el Profesor Mr. Bowman. You see, you have the chance to listen shortwave radios, I imagine.
uh-huh. Yeah. Have you seen the website radio.garden?
Oh, yeah. And also, but not now, but I remember that I used to have the app on the cell phone. That's
Okay.
fantastic. That's great. You see, you you roll the earth and touch every
Yeah.
car you can listen to the radio. Yeah. But in my radio time, I used to do that stuff on an old receiver, shortwave receiver.
Okay.
And that was part of the hobby to because not always you had the chance to listen the same radio the same time every day because of the propagations conditions. So it was a challenge. Well, there was some powerful station from Voice of America, BBC, Dolce Vele from the big countries. That's I used to listen that station on a regular basis when I was a kid, and that was my first contact with the English language.
Okay.
I remember listening the voice of the BBC World Service, very good quality, clear sound, but I didn't catch because I didn't understand the English language. That was my motivation for start learning the language.
Okay. Well, your English must be pretty good if you're using words like propagation.
Ah, really? Well, you see,
So,
I,
and then I saw your YouTube video and you didn't have any problem with English. So,
you're I want to have a test how to prove my proficiency in English because
okay. So on your, so are you in Santiago?
no. I live in San Fernando, 2 hours south from Santiago. 2 hours south.
Okay.
Very
So
close.
you were talking about things on your YouTube video that ended in ER, right? DXer and
Forward that
podcaster. So
YouTuber.
I was wondering, I have another word that ends in ER, and I was wondering if you had heard this word.
Tell me.
It's called Toastmaster.
Toastmaster.
Yeah.
But the other Toastmaster, no.
So
It's
good. Then I can teach you something.
sure.
Okay.
That's the
so,
idea.
So Toastmaster.
.org.
Toastmasters is an international club. It was started in California, but now it's international. And you can find clubs all over the world. And the purpose of Toastmasters is for people who are afraid to speak English in public to learn how to speak English in public. So normally it's for native speakers, but if you go to another country, it may or may not be for native speakers. So you can now because of COVID, many
Sure.
of the meetings are online using Zoom.
Yeah.
So you could go to a club in Santiago, Chile, or you could go to a club in New York City. So this is the website, and then there's Find a
Ooh.
Club.
I'm going to put it in my bookmark. Sure.
And then you put in where you live. And I don't know if you're new to Tandem. That
Yeah,
Tandem
I'm new.
you can use
just a
with
week.
the webs.
Just a
You
week.
can use it with a browser. They don't advertise this very well, but you can use it with a browser. So here you are.
Yeah, okay. That's my profile, yes.
And this is, it says you live in this town.
Well, I don't know why the Google
That's
Map.
where your ISP is.
Well, I'm close to that is a small city, but not the city where I live. It's San Fernando. San Fernando, Chile. If you put San Fernando, Chile, perhaps. San Fernando, California, yes. Yeah, that's the first one. Region Libertador, yes. That's my city. Yeah. You see,
Okay,
Chimbarongo is close to San Fernando. In the middle is San Fernando.
Oops.
If you put my post office, my city address, you're close to my house. San Fernando, Chacabuco 74. And you'll find, when I search on Google Map, I put...
Okay, so it looks like there's not a Toastmaster club in your community.
Yeah, okay.
The closest one is
maybe
83 miles
Santiago,
away.
yes.
This is an opportunity for you. After you become a Toastmaster, you can start a Toastmaster club in your community. But the idea is to go to their website.
Sure.
And then find out if they're meeting online or not. So this one says where they're meeting.
Floor meeting, yes.
And
but these people also have a house, a personal, a building in order to...
No.
Just online.
They meet once a week. They meet in
online.
A restaurant, or they meet
that's good.
in an office building. They don't own the building.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So here, they're meeting at. This looks like this might be a company here.
But you have to register in the website. You have to.
So what you want to do is you want to call the local phone. It's all about talking. So you want to call the number.
Yeah.
And say, you can use WhatsApp or whatever. You can call the number and say, you want to practice English. You heard about Toastmasters. Is there a club near you that you can go to in person, or is there a club they recommend that you can go to via Zoom?
Excellent.
But the idea is to talk to these people, but the clubs are the same no matter where in the world you go. So in California, the clubs, every meeting is English. In Chile, it's possible that 1 week they're talking just in Spanish, and the next week they're talking just in English. But the idea, it's a public speaking club. It's for people that are having trouble speaking in public. So when you call the number, you want to say to them, when are your English meetings? Because it's possible that the meetings might be in Spanish. You don't want to go to a Spanish meeting. You want to go to a meeting that's in English. So some of them have websites. Let's just see if this one has anything better. Okay, so this one looks
it's in
a little bit more professional. Well, because this is Chile, right? Okay. So what does it say? I haven't seen this video.
Toastmaster.
Soy un convencido que la buena comunicación es muy útil, tanto en el trabajo como en la vida diaria. El Club Toastmaster me ha permitido practicar y entrenar mis habilidades de comunicación junto a amigos en un ambiente de cooperación.
Porque cuando yo partí, era una persona que ponía delante de una, dos, tres personas y ya.
Okay, so
That's
this is
good.
one that
Excellent.
is just so. This one looks like maybe it'd be a better one to contact them.
Yeah.
But when you do contact them, be sure to say, "Are you having a meeting in English?" Because you really want
Sure.
English. You don't need to. You're a teacher. You don't need to practice your Spanish.
Thank you for the
Okay,
link.
so I want to show you the official YouTube video.
And they
it's
also
called-
publish some the YouTube what the people talk.
Yeah, so this video really explains what it's about. So, no matter where in the world you go, they use the
Sure.
exact same procedure.
Tell me something.
And their vocabularies.
This group, Toastmaster, they're established before the COVID stuff or during the COVID?
No, Toastmasters started more than 100 years ago
Oh, good.
in California, but now it's international. So you can go to a meeting in Santiago, Chile. You can go to a meeting in New York City.
an
You can go to a meeting
international-
in Madrid.
It's an
Okay,
international-
this lady will tell you what it's about.
yeah, okay.
Hello, I'm Stacy. Thanks for visiting Toastmasters International, where more than 4 million people have become more confident speakers and leaders. They did so by visiting a Toastmasters club in their company or community. When you visit a club, you'll find 3 things. Members give speeches, they take on meeting roles, and they have a great time learning. There's no designated teacher in a Toastmasters meeting. Instead, much of the learning happens by doing a particular task, such as giving a formal speech or fulfilling a particular meeting role. Ready to visit a club? It's free,
Sure.
and you can find one near you on the Toastmasters website at www.toastmasters.org. The purpose of the meeting roles is to help the members improve their speaking and leadership skills by providing feedback and evaluation. There are 7 different meeting roles: Toastmaster of the Day, Awe Counter, Grammarian, Timer, Evaluator, Table Topics Master, and General Evaluator. Every meeting is started by the club president, who introduces the Toastmaster of the Day. The Toastmaster of the Day is the host of the meeting. Fulfilling this role is great practice for leading meetings. The Toastmaster begins by introducing people who will fill other meeting roles for the day. He or she acts like an MC and keeps the meeting flowing smoothly and on time. Many clubs use an awe counter to document the number of filler words members use while speaking. At the end of each meeting, the awe counter reports how many ahs, and other similar words each speaker used. This helps members become more aware of unintended words or sounds they make when they speak. The grammarian helps members expand their vocabularies. One of the grammarian's duties is to provide a word of the day and its definition. If a member uses the word of the day or says something well, the grammarian calls attention to it. As the name implies, the timer records the exact length of each speech. He or she also uses timing lights to help speakers stay within their allocated time limits. The general evaluator takes notes throughout the meeting and reports back to everyone, giving specific feedback on how well the meeting flowed and also on how future meetings might be improved. The general evaluator also calls for reports by the awe counter, grammarian, and timer. In every club meeting, there are at least 2 members who present speeches. These speakers don't just stand up and start talking. They use the guidelines in their designated education manuals to prepare their presentations and reach the objectives for each speech. Every speaker who has prepared speeches in advance enjoys one of Toastmasters' greatest benefits: evaluation. Think of it as having a friend watch you practice a speech and then give you helpful feedback. The speaker usually meets with an evaluator before the meeting and asks the evaluator to pay attention to certain aspects of the talk. After all the speeches are done, the evaluators present their feedback in front of the club, covering areas such as: did the speakers use their hands to gesture well? Did they control their voices throughout the speeches? What did they do especially well, and what are some ideas for improvement? In addition to prepared speeches, a few minutes are set aside for table topics. This is often the most challenging, but also the most fun part of our meetings. During table topics, a series of questions or speaking topics are presented, and members are selected to respond on the spot. This is excellent training for those situations that come up in everyone's lives, where we have to think fast and say just the right thing. It might be a job interview, a sales meeting, or a dinner conversation. Table topics are great for practicing and honing the skills of impromptu speaking. Now that all the reports have been made, the president calls the meeting to a close. Everyone joins Toastmasters with a personal goal. Maybe it's a goal to become a more confident presenter, or learn how to run a meeting, or think faster on your feet. Whatever it is, you can achieve your goal if you participate. So, what's your goal? For more information on the club experience, please visit a Toastmasters club. To learn more about how you can become a better speaker and leader, visit www.toastmasters.org. To find a Toastmasters meeting near you, visit the Find a Club section at www.toastmasters.org.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So hay mucha películas de Toastmasters.
Esto me hace,
Toastmasters International.
me hace
So in
recordar.
English and Español, yeah, muchas cosas aquí.
No, esto me hace recordar un dicho en español, no sé si lo conoces, que es, mi abuelita decía que cada día tenía que aprender algo nuevo. You see,
Okay.
I've learned something really new and important. I think it fits with all my interests, this club. You see?
Okay.
Sure, thank you so much.
Excellent.
I didn't know how, I didn't get. You see, I discovered through a Look podcast from United Kingdom about the Facebook group for people who are learning English. And you see, last year we had a lot of time because of the COVID, but I was most of the time, a lot of time spending this time at home, just listening different video, TED Talk, you see, podcast. But only this year I discovered this group of people that unite on meeting in order to talk, to exchange it. There are some native speakers of English who teach us, who correct us, our mistake. But this, I think this is wonderful. This is great. Those,
Okay, great. Then you probably already know about this other website. It's called edx.org. Do you know about that?
EDX, that's related with start learning the words. Institution.
So,
Are they?
so these are free courses that are offered in different languages. So the idea would be for you to take a course that something that you already know, but it's taught in English, but the course is for free.
It's similar to Coursera and
Yes, a lot of companies that were on, or colleges that were originally on Coursera have moved to EDX.
yeah.
Because EDX is nonprofit, Coursera was for money.
And there is another one from the UK, Future Learn, something like that. That's
Future Learning, yeah.
That's courses from the Open University of England. That's
Yeah. So what are you interested in?
cool.
What's your, you're interested in everything. Your
Yeah.
hobby. So for instance, if we put here radio.
No, but now I was trying to, oh, that's good, radio programs. No, I'm interested in video editing and stuff. You see? Radio is part of the past. Video editing. That's excellent. Edición de video, DaVinci Resolve. Yes, I know that's software.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for instance here.
Sure. And all these courses are for free?
Yeah. So if you want a certificate, it costs money. But
yeah.
If you just want to attend, it's free.
Yeah,
So they generally have a little video explaining what the course is about.
Ed Talks. Well, I follow on video on
Business
YouTube.
or services
start a new YouTube channel on your favourite hot topic, or even produce captivating storytelling for social media channels.
Sure.
I'll show you how, and I'll even throw in some of my secret tips and tricks to help you stand out from the crowd. You're in good hands, as I'm a video journalist and trainer by trade who has taught TV producers, journalists, marketing teams and business owners all over the world to produce video content with their smartphones, and I am thrilled to do the same.
This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing off. This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing off. This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing off. This is Carlos Toledo from Chile, signing off.